Well, things certainly took an interesting turn this week. Greetings fellow Vita fans, this is James with PS Vita at 2 AM, coming at you once again with another exciting video. And if you're new here and love everything PlayStation Vita, don't forget to subscribe. And make sure to leave me your thoughts and opinions regarding this topic down in the comments section. Well, I'm happy to say guys, very pleased indeed in fact, that Sony is now 2 for 2 when it comes to the positivityness of the Vita as of late. And I never thought I'd live to see the day where I say that, at least for the most part. So something happened a couple of weeks back that I'm not sure how many of you were actually aware of. I know I wasn't aware of it until people in the comment section actually were telling me about this, but there was something going on, surprise surprise again, with the PS Vita store. I mean, wow. Such a thing has never happened to us. And the recent article that popped up explaining beautifully just what happened with it, including something very interesting at the end of this article that might just be confirming something, but I'm not 100% sure, but we'll get to that in a sec. So here's what the article had to say. PlayStation Vita e-users cannot download their games. Surprise, surprise, am I right? A long series of disappointments. An error with the PlayStation Vita storefront has been preventing users from the EU region from purchasing or downloading their games for at least 3 days. Following Sony's decision to cease users from purchasing PlayStation 3 or Vita content via means other than by using prepaid credit cards on the in-console store, Vita players have now been reporting that PlayStation Vita store is not working in the EU region or Australia. UK users were also facing issues with search and download functions earlier this week, but they seem to now have been resolved. Players who have reported this issue to Sony have received the following notice. We're not aware of any systematic issues with the PlayStation Vita store, but will investigate further. And at that point, I can say, well, heck, at least they got a response. That's something we don't see very often, especially when you're a Vita fan these days. The issue has been ongoing since November 9th. Other regions, such as North America, appear to have been unaffected. And that's another big shock there. I am really surprised that we didn't get it over in this side of the pond, which, by the way, is the reason I wasn't aware of this until it was a little bit later and I started hearing people in the comment section mentioning it. As Sony pulls back on PlayStation Vita functionality, it recently lost its trademark in the EU for Vita when referring to film or audio playback. And still to this day, my thoughts on this are as followed. Sony only retains the name in regards to video games. Developers for Sony's handheld had their last opportunity to publish games digitally on the system this July. Vita users are understandably concerned as Sony has been slowly removing support for their portable console. Yeah, that's an understatement there. After several months of servers for the Little Big Planet series being unavailable, in September the official Twitter announced that it would not be restoring online functionality to the PlayStation Vita or PlayStation 3 services. Hey, at least we're not alone in our misery. Digital releases have now ceased, with final physical games for the PlayStation Vita are supposedly coming out by the end of 2021. And I'll give big kudos to this website here. They've definitely done their homework. Many people who have written articles like these in the past don't even know what the heck a PS Vita is, but this individual, they certainly did. Now you would expect at this point that would be the end of the story, right? Well, things actually did get a little bit worse shortly after this article was written. And when I say a little bit, I mean a lot. Because it turns out that not only could users not download their games, but the entire store seemed to be down too. Oh. Joy. As this other recent article had noted, the PlayStation Vita store is down, yet nobody cares. So if you were from one of these regions, you didn't have that splendid of a time this past week or so. Alright then, so you're expecting now that's probably the end of all the news, right? Because originally that's what I was gonna tell you today, that the PlayStation Vita store is down and no one can download anything. But what is probably the biggest shock of all is that, I can't believe I'm actually saying this, Sony Listened. Where's that mind-blown meme that I keep overusing? Ah, there we go. But yes, according to many users in the Vita community, it seems that Sony has finally restored the PS Vita for these people, and you can once again download your games in said region. And it only took like, what, a week and a half? I mean, by Sony standards, that's pretty good, I know. Here we are praising a company for just fixing a simple issue, but again, I guess we just gotta take them as we see them. So if you are in fact from the EU region, you'll be happy to know that it looks like Sony is slowly restoring the PS Vita store back to to its, its glitchy format. But hey, at least it's there, I guess, right? Also, did anybody catch what it said at the very end of this article? Because I certainly did. It says here that digital releases have now ceased, with final physical games for the PlayStation Vita are supposedly coming out by the end of 2021. So I was under the assumption it was either at the end of 2021 for East Asia Soft or early 2022. Now, I'm not 100% sure where the author of this article got that source from, but could this mean that December marks the final releases from East Asia Soft? I know I'm going a little bit off tangent here, but it's something that certainly caught my eye. Anyway, guys, that's all of the news I have for you for today, and I'm really curious to know, if you are from the EU region, is the store 100% fully functioning again? And if it is so, I would say that you probably would want to back up your games just in case at this point, because you never know when this could happen again. And knowing Sony's track record, it most likely will happen again. And do you think that the final East Asia Soft releases will in fact be in December? I'd love to know. Leave me all your thoughts, comments, all that good stuff down in the thing where you put all of your thoughts, comments, and opinions down. And as always, fellow Vita fans, thank you so much for taking the time out of your day to watch this video. It really means a lot to me. Love you all, and I'll see you next time. A huge thank you and shout out to all these wonderfully generous supporters who help make this content possible, including Dr. Super Artie, Matt Hargett, Jamie, Crazy Cat, Mozgus, Ricardo Martinez, Tasha Monty, Donut Valley, Eric DeWitt, Nintendo Switch at 2 AM, Juan M. Hermosillo, Azumara, Version Mystery, 1488 Dental, Aridri, Kayonko, Rizal Pliskin, Chris Foxhound, Robert Sylvester, Hector Gonzalez, Smug Wolf, David Ray, Sculpture Tugel TCG, Rodrigo Vera, Michael O'Connor, Wendy K, Adam Thury, Aaron Swanson, H-Hitter, Per Sterner, Heston Joseph, Jelle, E-Rock, Kevin Enright, Joseph Shavak, JR, Jared Hado, Richard Cruz, Kyle Brooks, VG Legends, PS Vita S, Hemdall Imbert, Saul Ramirez, Claimer Malarkey, Adam Sondi, Gutter Drums, Phantom XRS, BMF, Hero Acer, Bushin Ryu Cat, Milk Sama, Neo Arashi, Shin Snake, Reiko Star, Alan Iwazuk, Matt Fox, Frayden, B Mystery, Zacrito, Makis Blob, and Robert Johnson. If you would be interested in supporting the channel and seeing your name on this end screen here, along with many other perks, then make sure to check the links down in the description below. I have numerous ways for you to do this down there. Can't support in this manner? Don't worry about it. Likes and shares can help equally as much. Well, it looks like Sony is officially 2 for 2 now. Should we all be super frightened about this fact? Because I know I am.